You're Thinking About Doughnuts by me, Michael Rosen. Chapter 1. Frank said he didn't want to go, but Mum said he had to. "Can't I stay here on my own?" he said. Mum shouted at him. "Why do we always have this nonsense? I can't leave you with your nan every Friday, can I? And I can't leave an 8-year-old boy on his own in the house for 3 hours of an evening." "I want to stay here," said Frank. "You're not listening to me, are you? You're coming, and that's that." Frank knew the "that's that" business. There was never any getting round Mum when she came out with the "that's that." He sat there saying, "That's that," to himself without making a sound, and at the same time pulling a funny face. That's that. Luckily for him, Mum didn't see. She was busy putting her overall in her bag and pinning up her hair. "Can I bring my cars?" said Frank. "What happened last time you brought your cars?" said Mum. Frank looked very hard at the ground and tried not to laugh. "Yes, you may laugh, Frank, but it wasn't you that put your foot down on one of those cars and went flying down the corridor at 90 miles an hour, was it?" Frank remembered Mum doing just that. "I could have broken my neck. Can you imagine? Me in hospital, my friends coming to see me saying, 'How did it happen, love?' And I say, 'I had a car accident.' 'Oh dear,' they say. 'Were you in the car or were you run over?' 'No,' I say. 'I was on the car. I put my foot on it.'" Frank listened. Sometimes she was funny when she was cross, he thought. "Bring a comic or something, will you? I don't think you'll be able to break my neck with the Beano, will you?" Frank nipped upstairs and dug out an ancient comic without a cover from under his bed, and next thing, Frank and Mum were off. It was 6 o'clock, dark and raining. They were going to work. Mum was a cleaner. Every Friday night she went down to do 3 hours cleaning at the City Museum. Frank hated it. He had to sit on a hard wooden bench and wait. The light was always dim, the heating was always off, and Mum would disappear off down a corridor or up some stairs, and he'd be all alone in this great big echoey place for hours and hours. All he'd see was the rows and rows of glass cases and the shiny floor. Sometimes he had nightmares about it. Once he dreamt about the stuffed tiger on the stairs. It had run at him. His whole dream was the huge tiger running at him and roaring and biting his face. He could see right down his throat and watch the great teeth snapping at him from just a few inches away from his eyes. It was horrible. But there was nothing he could do about this evening. Friday night was museum night, and that's that, said Frank to himself. I hope you enjoyed your Thinking About Doughnuts. If you want to know more about all the new stories and poems I put up here on Kids Poems and Stories with Michael Rosen, then why not follow the link and subscribe to the channel.